Hey everyone, it's Tom, and we got a 15-15 here on Elite Chess. Going with the Queen's Gambit, d4, knight f3, c4. Okay. Gonna try to avoid the Nimzo Indian here. So d takes c5, bishop takes c5 allows too much development too early. E3. E3 I want to take back with a pawn because I want to control c5, c5 and e5. But if I take back with the pawn, if I go e3, he can just transition to something like a Tarish, and I don't want that. Pawn takes. I think I maybe just go c4 here. Yeah, c4, c takes d4, knight takes. I think that's most solid. Maybe we get the bishop out first here. Actually, we can play bishop g5 threatens the queen, and then he probably just goes f6. I've never seen this opening before. F6. I have to move. He can take. So let's just play what we're gonna play. This kind of traps the bishop, so he's probably gonna want to take regardless. So I'm expecting c takes. Then the knight should take. I could take with the queen. Queen puts a lot of pressure on g7. Yeah, it takes. Which makes sense here. Taking with the knight, and then he has e5, which is annoying. So knight takes e5. But I think it's the only good move. If I take with the queen, he's just going to kick it. Yeah, because if I queen takes d4, just knight c6. Yeah, knight c6, and I think I have to trade here. Yeah, knight takes c6, b takes c6. Yeah, knight takes c6, not d takes c6, because then queen takes d8, king takes d8. I think that gives me too much play. Probably just trade, go for like an English looking thing, so we bring knight c3 here. Yeah, this all makes sense. I'm expecting knight c3, bishop b4 is kind of annoying. Bishop b4, and then I just develop with bishop d2, and I think I'm fine. This definitely gets me out of book, though. Yeah. Maybe something like e3. Right now, let's just pin the piece, though. I gotta develop before I push e3, something in bishop. Bishop g5 pins the knight. No, bishop g5, knight e4, bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah, that's fine for me. So, and then if he goes h6, we'll take. That's fine. And maybe we want to keep it on, actually. If he pushes h6, yeah, that's what I was expecting anyways. I don't want to allow him to take here with, I can't let him take with the bishop. That's too much. He takes with if he takes the bishop, if he takes the knight, then I have to double my pawn, so I need to protect that with the queen. I'm thinking queen c2, or queen b3. I don't like queen a4. I think queen c2 because that allows b3 later. Let's play solid, and now we're going to look to push e3, maybe get a bishop on d3, castle. I'm expecting castles here. Castles or h6. If h6, just e3. If h6, bishop takes f6. Queen takes f6, h3, yeah. So I was thinking this, but what I could do, maybe like bishop h4. Problem is bishop h4, g5, bishop g3. That controls a nice diagonal. He's got weak dark squares in the center of the board. But then he's got knight e4. Knight e4 can't be played because my queen's there. So knight e4, queen takes e4, bishop takes. I think we just trade. That's the safest thing here. He's got a safer king right now. That's just 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Yeah, maybe g3, bishop h7, h4 was better. I think we're gonna have to play with double c pawns here. I'm expecting bishop takes c3, b takes c3. That's a surprise. What's his plan there with d5? d5, I don't see anything just yet. d5, most likely d takes c4. Not missing anything, right? Yeah, d5, d takes c4. Okay, what do I want to play? I'm thinking about 2 moves right now, bishop d3 and c takes d5. C takes d5, c takes d5. Bishop d3, bishop takes c3, b takes c3, castles. Okay, or bishop d3, and then he's got a couple moves here. Some of the ones mentioned before, like bishop takes the knight, or he could just play d takes c4. The problem with d takes c4 is then I wasted a tempo by going bishop d3. So I think I'll probably just play bishop d3 after the recapture. I'm guessing castles maybe. Yeah. And now he's gonna try to push there, so I think I need to get my bishop on d4. He can't push this just because of that. Picks up a piece. So bishop d3, and we're threatening, not threatening, but we're planning on castling. I think he castles here himself. I don't like that pin, so I want to push a3 after I castle. And maybe a3 doesn't need to be pushed right away. Yeah, I think I just castle here myself. Castles. You're just going to want to push these middle pawns here. Gain some space. I want to castle, and then if he pushes d4, maybe I go like knight e4, kicking the queen. So let's castle. Yeah, that's a smart move. The knight's free to move now. So he's got a kind of a weak pawn on c6. So he might have actually dropped a pawn here. No, he didn't. The last thing was queen a4. Queen a4 attacks the bishop and the pawn, but queen a4 just takes, and I'm losing a pawn. So that's just too slow. The knight's my knight's a problem. It's not doing anything, and it's holding my position back. I don't like this diagonal that the rook's on. I'm thinking maybe like rook c1 overprotects the knight. Yeah, rook c1 seems good. Here I'm thinking he might just take. Taking, I think, is a waste for him. He's only got really 2 developed pieces. I am ahead in development. He's got a better center, though. His d5 and c6 pawns are pretty frustrating. They control a lot of space here in the center. Take a lot of squares away from my bishop. My bishop on d3's got not many squares to go to. I'm maybe looking to get my rooks in on these 2 open files. Semi-open files. He's got the bishop pair. Huh. Okay. Bishop c7. What's the plan there? Bishop c7. Maybe he wants to go like queen h4, double attack. Yeah, I could see that. He's got an attack here because he can swing queen here and then bishop there, or he can go like queen here, takes. So he needs something that's quick here to kind of help this. That knight's got to be remaneuvered, I think. Maybe something like knight e2. Try to swing the knight around. Yeah. Those bishops onto the c-file look kind of weak, though. And to be attacked. I have a useless check. Bishop h7, king h8. I think right now knight e2. So it looks like he's gonna have a pretty solid attack. Maybe he's just got bishop takes h2 already. Bishop takes h2, king takes h2, queen h4, king g1. On king g1, does he have any other bishop moves? No, it doesn't look like he has it yet. Because yeah, bishop takes h2, king takes h2, queen h4, king e1. King e1, yeah. I don't know, my position seems pretty passive here. But I don't think he's got anything with this bishop, so we go knight e2, it attacks this pawn and it's going to bring a defender in. Kind of expecting just pre-move it because I think it'll be fine. I seem sound here, but that's an interesting move. He's just defending the c-pawn, but okay. Maybe we go something like queen a4. Then we're going to try to double the rooks on the c5, but that drops a pawn right now. Yeah, he just queen takes b2. Well, could close the h2 to b8 diagonal with knight f4. Knight f4, bishop takes f4, e takes f4, queen takes f4. Yeah, that's terrible. It's kind of a frustrating position here. My queen's kind of bogged down by that b2 pawn, so I think I might push b3 here. I don't think he has anything. I don't see that big of an attack right now. And then we're going to bring the knight in to the game. The knight's kind of passive here, and this rook needs to be swung over. I want to bring the rook to d1, attack these two pawns, maybe even move my queen, double the rooks. Yeah, something like that. Expanding, okay. I don't really want to allow that. I don't want to allow a4. Brings his rook into the game. Yeah, I don't want to allow a4 at all. So I think I might have to push a4 myself. Yeah, it's not... a4 is fine. I got my b3 pawn and a4 pawn on light squares. His bishop's kind of trapped right now. a4 seems fine. a4, rook b8. Right. Yeah, a4, rook b8. Maybe something like... yeah, I mean, I got knight d4, triple attacking. So I want to swing my knight here. I'm triple attacking that square. Might have an attack. Interesting. I'm guessing he wants to move the bishop, and then I'll have three defenders, right? Yeah. So now knight d4. say something like bishop d6. The knight's not got many squares to jump to. Well, actually, he could go... I could go knight f5 then. Knight f5 attacks the bishop. Not sure, but knight d4 definitely seems like the right square for my knight right now. And then I want to develop here. I want to get my rook into the game. It might actually be safe to keep my rook on f1 because he's protecting f2. Yeah, that's what I saw too, but don't I just have queen takes here? No, queen takes loses it on the spot. That would be silly. Queen, I missed that move. c5 because queen takes, just bishop takes h2 loses. But I still get an outpost for my knight, right? Because I can go knight b5, attacks the bishop, gets rid of that really strong bishop there. His two bishops are powerful in this game. It's pretty open. Yeah, knight b5. The bishop's got to move. Knight b5, or he could take with the bishop, which I think is not good. So knight b5, bishop takes, bishop takes. So we just swing the knight to b5. And he doesn't have this push, as I have just way too many defenders. Just takes, takes, takes. I'm fine. I'm expecting bishop b8. Yeah, bishop b8 seems pretty fine. Bishop b8, yeah, keeps up the pressure. I gotta get some of his strong pieces off, and my rook on f1 is not great right now. My knight is pretty strong there, honestly. His queen's annoying. Yeah, this is not a nice position to be playing, is it? Yeah, maybe he's gonna go something like rook c8, rook c6, or rook a6. Gonna try to bring the rook over, which I think is pretty strong. Yeah, I don't see any way around it. Maybe I gotta start targeting this. I think I have to switch my my attack to that pawn. Maybe go something like rook d1. Yeah, maybe like rook d1. He moves, bishop h7 with check. Try something kind of sneaky. f2 is still protected by the queen, so he doesn't have any weird sacks like bishop takes, king takes, takes. He's killing me on time. But it's 15 plus 15, I think I'll be alright. He doesn't eat. Maybe he's got like the center's pretty protected. I mean, I got what c4 4 times protected, d4 just 2 times, but that's fine. I only need to take with the pawn once. Yeah, that's okay. d4, e takes d4, c takes d4. Yeah, e4 can't take with the queen. Taking with the queen loses the game. So e takes d4, c takes d4, bishop h7 check, king h8 most likely. My worry is after like knight takes d4. Oh yeah, I mean I didn't even see if I take here, he takes here, he's got this open. I think I have to take. I think I just have to take, swing over like that. I can't allow that. I mean, he's just going to take and break up my pawn structure. Actually, he can't take here because I have takes, 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 and that's mate. Well, almost. He blocks. This position seems not bad. I might have just won a pawn because he can't take with the queen. Yeah, that's not terrible for me. Yeah, c takes d4, c takes d4, queen takes c8, bishop takes c8, rook takes c8, checkmate. Well, not checkmate, but... Okay. Interesting. That's just to stop mate. Right, yeah. That's just there to stop mate. Because now... So I have two... I think I have two or three decent moves. I'm thinking about a takes b5, bishop takes b5, or queen takes c5. Idea behind queen takes c5 is if queen takes c5, rook takes c5 is bad because I don't have the threat of mate. But a takes b5 keeps the threat of mate, but it messes up my pawn structure. A takes b5. Yeah, I'm thinking if I go like a takes b5 here, he might move queen e7. I still have two attackers on that square. We're gonna go with it. This bishop's pretty strong right now, eyeing down there. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty smart. That's a good move. How about just my own? Like, maybe I go like rook e8. I mean rook e4 here. Oh, if I go rook e4, he takes. Yeah, rook e4, he takes. It's not good. So I should just go rook. I gotta move the queen for sure. Yeah. Well, what's the right queen move is the question here. I have a passed pawn, but it's not very strong. Tough. Maybe like, I'm thinking queen e2 is right. Yeah, queen e2, or I just sack the exchange and I go d5. I have two strong pawns here. d5. Queen e... I mean, queen e4 is wrong, obviously. I mean rook b1. But rook b1 feels weak because rook b1, c takes d4. C takes d4. Queen e2. He's got the pawn back. I have doubled pawns. That seems wrong. I think I have to take down the exchange here. Yeah, I'm just gonna play down the exchange. Cause rook, like, I don't know. I'd probably play rook a1. Rook a1, c takes, d4, queen e2. That just doesn't seem good. I'm gonna play down the exchange, just capture. Yeah, after capture, so I might as well pre-move this. I like these pawns here. It might give me more play. I can harass his rooks too, so. Yeah, maybe something like b6 here. He can't go c7 because b6 is annoying. b6 probably. I don't know, this is kind of a close one right now. My position feels kind of strong actually with my strong bishop here, and I got these guys are pretty strong. I gotta watch out for some back ranks though, and these two passed pawns are very strong. Huh? King f8. Okay, so that gets rid of any like back rank ideas. I might want to do that myself with g3 and then king g2. But for now, I think I have to push, and I have to move kind of quick. I'm running kind of low on clock. So I think b6. b6. He can attack it twice, but yeah, we just gotta go b6. b6, he's gotta go maybe like, I'm thinking rook a, b8. Yeah, rook a, b8. Maybe I swing my bishop over after that. b6 seems good. Okay, yeah, I think I have to attack with the bishop now. So what? Bishop a6, harassing. Bishop a6. What does he have? Bishop a6. Really not that much he has, I don't think. So I think I just bishop a6 here. Oh wow, doesn't he have rook takes? He did. He definitely did have that. Right, because here, just rook takes. I can't take back because of this. Was that even a threat then? If he takes there, I take. Oh yeah, he's got back rank. He mates me. Okay, well, his threat's still there. So, do I give it up? Do I go b7, rook takes? b7, right? Rook takes. I think I have to give this up too, because otherwise I'm facing too many problems. So he takes here, and I go c6. I might be. There's a good chance I'm investing too heavily in these pawns, but at the same time, they feel strong. I have to be careful with a1, just because of this queen's threaten this back rank here. Yeah. I think he has to take this, right? Like, he doesn't have to, so I'm not pressuring anything, but he took. Right, I got about 2 minutes on my clock. c6 is with the idea here. c6 defends the pawn. c6, and now I can take, because c6 takes. Feels right. Okay, he wants to trade down. Right, because queen takes, rook takes, yeah. What do I just think I just check. Well, if I rook c3, yeah, what I'm worrying about here is rook c3, a4 is a problem, because after rook c3, a4, rook c3, a4, g3. He's got a pass pawn. He's winning here. a4 is the best. Yeah. Do I have maybe like b4? I think b4 is good, because b4 rook takes, g2. Right? Yeah. g2. If he tries to trade, I'll just drop down. And actually, if he tries to trade, I just check here. Yeah, that's fine. So if he offers to trade, that's okay with me. The rooks are out of the game, so that extra pass pawn is... So what he wants is to get his rook on a2 and then check me, basically. but I just have to make sure I can't be checked. So I always have to have a pawn behind myself. Oh, I might have sabotaged myself here, but I can just keep checking. And I could maybe swing my rook. If I start pushing my king over there, he'll just go a2. I don't know, man. I definitely need to keep a pawn behind my king. So king g4. Problem is king g4, h5. Yeah, king g4, h5. So I think the right move is f4. Because if I went here, he goes here. And either I have to retreat or I move into the position and he checks me. There. Oh, actually that was fine because rook takes is totally possible. This position might actually be better for me because of this rook. Yeah, here now I really have to make sure my king stays behind. I might like the idea here of rook a7 so that I can go king g4. Yeah, because rook a7, then he's kind of in Zugzwang, however the hell you pronounce it, where he doesn't really have any good moves. Well, rook a7, he's got rook f2, so I think I need to push my f pawn to f3. Right, because if I go f3, he doesn't have anything, so I need to go f3 here. f3, okay, yeah, expected. Now I can kick his king back, though, so I don't know about this for him. Because don't I just have rook a7? I'm just going to play it because I need to gain time. Probably here. Yeah. Now what? Maybe like h5? h5, g takes, h5, king. Okay, h5, g takes h5, king f5, I don't know, like g4. No, you can't play g4. h4. I think this is best, because here if he takes, I advance into the position, and my king can probably take all these. So this might be I think this is a theoretical draw. Because now he might just go here. And then oh, he might be winning with that. Yeah, rook f1. Yeah, that I messed this up. Same idea. I think that's much worse though, actually, because now I get a check. He's got to be a little bit careful here, though. He just takes. He takes. Where do I go? Takes king g6. Yeah, it takes king g6. Pushes the pawn. Is there any way you can push the pawn past this rank? Not that I see. Just because I can take here. I'm going to offer him a draw. I think this is a drawn game. No, he doesn't want it. Okay, that's fair. So I don't want to allow him any checks. So let's move my king in. If he checks here, I go here. This feels like it could be a draw, just because I might be able just to keep checking him too. But usually in these rook games, when you have an extra pawn, it doesn't mean much. So it should be a theoretical draw, I think. No expert on endgames. I don't know. G3 doesn't seem great. G3, King H4. I'm talking about Rook G3, of course. Rook G3, King H4. He's got to move the rook back. The king isn't going to come in and help. So I can start checking a lot. Yeah, the problem with that is G3, King H4, Rook. Let's just say Rook B3, Rook H2 blocks the progression. He can't really check me much. Then I think it's a draw for sure. So this game does seem drawn. He's taking his time. He's probably calculating. He's offline. He's left the game. So if he makes us wait too long, I'm gonna pause the recording and until he comes back. So yeah, well, this is a little bit annoying. So give him like 15 seconds. Type in the chat. Just asking him if he's there. I think he might have left here. He's upset that it's going to be a draw, but I'm not sure why you would want to leave, because now if he really did leave, I'm going to end up getting the win, and he will get nothing but a draw. Or he'll get a loss. So this is a drawn game, right? Because what I'm thinking is rook here, king h4, and then obviously he doesn't want me to take, and he doesn't want me to take this. So what options does he have? Maybe like what I think is rook b3. It's the furthest possible away from the king. I go rook h2. On rook h2, I'm threatening to take here, so he's got to get my king out. So he'll go rook b4, check. I just go king g3. He goes back here for check. Go here. He checks. Go here, you know, and it's a draw. So I'm gonna pause the recording, or I'm just gonna pause it. Well, I'm just gonna end it here. This is a drawn game, so first one, a draw. Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, I'm gonna pause it and then I'll analyze it a little bit after, because I think there's definitely a couple of parts in there where I made a mistake. I could probably just do it right now, honestly. Yeah, so this is all pretty normal. I'm guessing this is some kind of theory. I think this might be the Benko Gambit. I'm not entirely sure if that's right. Never played against the Gambit before. Okay. Yeah, so I take this all. I think this all makes sense here, right? And then here, that makes sense. This was a mistake. Not entirely. I think it gave me a pretty good position. But up here, he made a mistake. Right here, right? He should have taken, right? Because after takes... Was this the right one? No. This is the wrong position. There was some point where if he takes... yeah, right here, actually, I think. He should have taken this. I would have taken. He takes here. I take here. And I think that I can't... I think he's able to stop this pass pawn. Takes. Takes. Well, let's see. No arrows, because I can't calculate those. Rook takes b6. He takes b6. Rook takes h2. Rook takes h2. He's got a queen. I have a rook and a bishop and a passed pawn. So in this position, he should go maybe like... Actually, I think that passed pawn might be too strong. I think he might have made the right moves here. Yeah, I probably should have pushed g3 earlier. Here, in this endgame, I think I might have messed up. Okay, I'm gonna claim victory, obviously. Alright, well, thanks you guys for watching, and, yeah, so, look out for the next one. See you guys.